All right, so better together. I was really excited to be asked to speak for this theme because better together is just the epitome of what I'm about. It's the way I approach my day. I woke up this morning at 5:30 and I woke up happy. You know how sometimes you just wake up happy? I love those days, and I woke up happy because I get to talk about why I love waking up in the morning. So, I was recently asked what I was most passionate about, and I was caught in the middle of a busy restaurant, and I wasn't prepared for it. I'd been busy for the few weeks prior. I was really stressed, and I hadn't taken some time to recap my life and take that step out of all the busyness and remind myself what I am most passionate about. Now, regardless, I know what I'm most passionate about. I can say that it's people. It's always people. I worked in retail for 4 years while I studied after I finished high school because I just got to talk and smile with people all day, and I could actually do that for a really long time. But I've moved on from that since I moved from Melbourne at the beginning of the year. And I've moved into this place where I get to talk really constructively with all sorts of people. And I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. So there's been a shift at the beginning of this year from me thinking about what I want to be, what I want to be, to thinking about how I want to be. And so that's really guided my year this year. You've probably noticed that I'm actually talking about myself. I spoke with Annie last week, and she said, well, I said to her, there's nothing really to my name. I haven't started anything. But I want to tell you a little bit about what I've been a part of and why I'm so excited to be a part of that and how that fuels my day. So I moved focus to how I want to be, how I want to run my day. How I want to live every day is standing and talking with someone, being with people. I hate sitting at a desk. I had a desk job at the beginning of the year for just a little while. It only lasted a month, and that's really not for me. So I started thinking about how I want to be after thinking about what I wanted to be when I was younger. When I was 8, I wanted to be a dolphin trainer. When I was 12, I wanted to be a librarian. I was quite introverted at high school, and I spent a lot of time in the library. I read a lot of books, and so those things kind of seemed to fit for me. And then when I was 17, I had no idea what I wanted to be. I'm 22 now, and I still have no idea what I want to be. But I know how I want to be. And this started, the idea kind of started, the feeling kind of started when I was in year 10. And I came across the Inspire Foundation, which runs reachout.com. They use online technologies to help young people, to help improve young people's mental health. And their approach to doing things is they involve young people in everything that they do. And so I was young, I still am young, many of us are young. And I was just so struck by this. And so through growing as a part of that community, I have built this ethos of working together, and it's something that I hugely appreciate. So something that I've grown to do this year is using deliberative methods to work with people. And deliberation is, we talk about deliberative democracy. It's a form of governance that hopefully we're moving towards, but deliberation is about communities talking together, people, stakeholders talking together. And I've been really lucky to have been involved in things where I use that to talk with people. Just yesterday, I ran a workshop using deliberative methods, talking with an amazing group of 14 young people about designing the process for a youth jury, which would be a decision-making body around the idea of post-partisan politics. So these things that I get to be involved in, that I'm so excited to be involved in, come from this attraction to being interested in everything and wanting to stand and talk with people and help them discover knowledge between each other. I also recently got to talk with primary school kids about participatory decision making, and it was amazing to create a space with them where their thoughts were respected, to share them with each other and use dialogue to build on each other's ideas. And these were 9, 10, and 11-year-olds being respected to contribute in a space where they wouldn't usually, where they're usually excluded from the space of politics. And it was amazing to come across their knowledge, to see them understand, to grow and understand their knowledge together. And so I'm interested in everything. I grab onto these opportunities because they sound so interesting and exciting, and it's how I want to do things. And so what I take away from that, one of the things I love most about this is discovering about people, the strangers we walk past in the street, who are only strangers until we get to know them. But this idea that we are all quietly remarkable. We are all quietly remarkable. I'm fortunate enough to stand here and share some part of me, and I know that many of you have spoken on this stage before, and I love this space because it respects and allows us to discover those quietly remarkable things about each other. And so I hope in the future I might get to hear more of why you're quietly remarkable. And I wonder if you might wonder, as you walk past those people in the street who you may not get to talk to, what is quietly remarkable about their lives? So this is why I wake up in the morning. Thank you, everyone.